Hi, welcome to this Business Leader Breakthroughs Minisode, where we highlight the best bits of a previous show episode. If you enjoy these quick insights and want to check out the full episode, you'll find the link in the show notes.
Or go to thebreakthrough.co. Now let the breakthroughs begin. Hey guys, we want to talk to you about how people progress through their careers really, and how they go from employment and through to business ownership, and really ultimately where they'd like to end up. Most of us start off being employed by someone else, and then a progression can be moving from employment to self-employed, then to business owner, and then finally to investor. And I think most of us at some point would love that idea of being an investor where our money's working for us, and that we don't have to turn up at the office or the factory or the yard or whatever it might be each day to make a dollar. But Mike, maybe when did you make the progression from employee to one of those other quadrants?
Self-employed. The first time I got made redundant.
Always a good catalyst for such a decision.
Yeah. Had to make a dollar, so went out contracting for a little while. That was, did I learn a lot? I learned I didn't want to be a contractor. I didn't want to be self-employed.
So when you think about self-employed as kind of a bracket, how do you define self-employment?
I guess it's that sole trader. That's how I think about it. What we've seen more of is people who are self-employed with support staff. And at that point, they're kind of not quite business owners. They're doing a job and they've got people supporting them. Now, a lot of people, as I say, are actually self-employed with support staff. They are hand cranking it, and you can have 20 support staff, but it's still hand cranked. The thing is very much a product of your effort, as opposed to getting that leverage where the brand and the systems and the processes make more money than you can on your own. And then the investor bit, come down to the next part of the quadrant, is where your money makes more money than you do. That's the trick.
Key.
That's the trick. Yeah.
I think if the business is very reliant on you, whilst you might call yourself a business owner, you're, as you put it, Mike, self-employed with some helpers, support staff.
And to a degree, they're kind of aspiring. They would say that they're aspiring to that investor status, where their investment in the business makes more money than they do. But 99% of people get stuck in that business owner stage. That's the reality. They get stuck there, always trying to kind of not clear about how to get it to that next level so that it can operate without them, or addicted to being in there, or not spending enough time developing a team around them who can then work on the processes to turn it into that machine. Every good business is capable of being systemised, productised, standardised, and to some degree automated. And
highly repeatable.
We want businesses that are built on processes that are repeatable, teachable, and valuable.
And scalable.
And that gives you scale. Gives you scale. That's the machine. That's what we're after, is how to get that machine.
And I think a lot of people get trapped in the move from self-employed to business owner because the business is so reliant on them. And I think we've got a coming wave of challenge with a number of baby boomers now looking to exit their business, getting to a retirement age, and they look at selling their business, and actually when they stand back they go, actually without me there's nothing to sell here. I hold all the key client relationships, I hold all the key supplier relationships, I kind of have lots of the IP for how the business works and the systems and the processes in my head, and the thought of someone else coming in and taking that over is just like, you know what, without you there's nothing here.
And increasing, that's right, and people have to face that way too late. The time they come to put it on the market, they go and talk to the broker and the accountant, and they go, nothing here, buddy. You might as well, close up the shop.
And once we've got that business machine, it's actually really easy to transition into investor, because you can move out of an operational role in your business, and probably nothing will deliver greater ongoing cash to you over the long term than being a major shareholder in your own business. But sure, you've got a lot of work to do to really create that business machine, and then you can move into the investor role.
But look, I would recommend, if you're thinking about kind of building to sell, I would just tell you, assume you're going to be putting that money into another business, because you will not generate any returns equivalent to the dividends you get from a successful business. And I've seen that time and time again. I think part of the problem for us as business owners is that we don't think enough about that investment side. Is it actually generating enough in that way?
I know one of the challenges for business owners is they kind of quite like the business being reliant on them because it makes them feel important.
It's ego.
Yeah, it's ego. How should we be thinking about that?
Oh, shouldn't.
Let it go? Let the ego go?
Just stop it. Yeah, get out of your own way, because that's a classic getting in your own way, to think of it like that. It doesn't, you really want to think about the opposite, which is the business doesn't depend on you. That's what you should be proud of.